host, Pro Wrestling's bad boy Carnage.
And Pro Wrestling woman wrestler Fantasia.
Fantasia's here with me as well.
How was that?
This is our summer sizzling episode. See, oh, thank you. So we're just burning it up over here. And it is summertime. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into your space over there. Sorry,
Okay.
personal space.
It's all right.
But we recently, there was a passing of one of the greatest wrestlers, as far as I'm concerned, of all time. One of the guys that inspired me to get into the wrestling business. I watched him, back in the day, and he was one of the reasons why I wanted to get into wrestling, was because of him. I'm talking about the American Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes. He had a great career up until even 2014, I think. He was actually still wrestling. He got in there with his sons in a 6-man match, I think, in one of the pay-per-views. So he had a great career. It was incredible to have a chance to meet him. I know he was a big inspiration in your life, in your career. And so this show here is going to be in honor of the Dream himself. And so our top 5 is, of course, about Dusty Rhodes.
Awesome.
And so what I'm going to do is, it's going to be the top 5 greatest quotes
Oh my
of the
gosh.
American
This
Dream.
is going to be good.
And I'm not going to try to do Dusty Rhodes' imitation because I'm really not that good at it, so I'm going to try to skip it. I'll try, but we'll see what happens. So this is going to be our top 5 of famous quotes of Dusty Rhodes. It was a lot, so I had to narrow it down to 5. And so here we go. And number 5 on my list, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times have you heard that?
All the time.
All the time. You love it. Even if you don't know the man, you still love it anyway. Number 4 on my list, you can beat my prices, but you can't beat my meat. You remember that one?
That's a little extreme.
Yeah, that was a famous quote, so I had to put it in there. It's within reason. Number 3 on my list, I have wined and dined with kings and queens, and I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. Have you heard that one?
Yes.
That one's probably one of his most famous. Everybody knows that. He would cut that promo, and it was just incredible. He was probably one of the best promo makers out there, bar none. I mean, I could listen to him all day long.
I agree.
Number 2 on my list, I'll make your back crack and your liver quiver. Remember that one? That was Dusty, you the man. And number one on my list of the top 5 quotes by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, one of my personal favorites, funky like a monkey. You gotta love it. Dream, we miss you. We know you're in a better place right now, and one day we'll all see you again. And let's take a break. When we come back, we got Chad Smith on the show.
Awesome.
This guy is into so much, I don't even think we're going to be able to get into 30 minutes on the show, but we're going to try. So when we come back, Chad Smith is with us. Come on back, Cage Your Dreams. Welcome back to the Cage of Dreams. I'm your host, Bad Boy Cable Carnage, my girl Fantasia, and our guest, Chad Smith, is with us, man. What's going on, brother?
Sir.
All
Good to see
right,
you,
man.
brother.
Hey, we're glad to have you on.
Been too long, man.
I know, it's been a long time, bro. Where you been hiding?
I've been just hiding up, just building an empire, man. Just trying to get rich like you one of these days.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. You're doing a lot better than I am as far as getting rich. I'm just staying handsome.
And you get to hang out with this vision.
I know.
I was gonna
Right
say, you better
here.
watch
You better-
it. You better tread lightly.
She's got the summer sizzling outfit on here. What do you think about that today?
Hey, look, she's not need the outfit to be sizzling. She's
I know.
sizzling without. I'm just,
Yeah.
wait.
I had to pay him to say that. Yeah.
And the check cleared.
That's what I'm talking. Actually, you know, that outfit reminds me a little bit of.
Don't you say it. I thought about it after I put it on. Don't say it.
What you gonna do, sister?
No!
Fantasia Mania running wild.
I did not wear this for Hulk
Fantasia
Hogan
running
of
wild.
any means.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving him any kudos or props for it either.
Yeah, no. Forget that. Anyway, we got our man Chad Smith on. Now, Chad, me and you and Fantasia, man, we like old school. We go back in the day, man. I remember
Way
even,
back, man.
my man Chad here started out when I first met him. He was a professional wrestler, and met him in Maryland. And a great guy. Worked him a few times. We had some good matches out there. And you went under the name of Flex Phenom.
Urban legend, Flex
That's
Phenom.
right, Flex Phenom.
Managed by none other than,
Fantasia.
there we go.
That's right.
Did we ever have any matches together?
No, thank God.
Yeah, I know. Mm.
I seen that power bomb. I was no part of it.
I had a match with you once. You remember that? We had a mixed tag match.
Yeah, I
once,
do
me and
remember.
you.
I know you and I did, but I just never knew.
I don't think we did.
You and I did.
Nope, I don't think we ever did. I think we may have had maybe like one tag match, but I don't think we've ever locked up.
Well, like you said, that's probably a good thing.
You know? we can do it before we sign off if you wanted to. We do it.
Yeah, we can do it during a break. Throw some mats down and.
Hey, don't tempt me. It's been a while since I powerbombed somebody,
Uh-oh.
but I can still do it.
Yeah, I don't know if we
I
want
don't
all
know if my
that.
spine can take it at age 40.
Yeah, I know, man. Plus, we need you for the other second segment of the show, so we can't have you get all banged up in between. But no, you started wrestling, and that's where I met you from, and now you've, like you said, you build up an empire, and you are into fitness and
What is he not
people
into?
I know.
I
and this
mean,
guy
my-
is like into so much. I don't think we can even contain it all in 30 minutes.
Well,
We're
like-
going to try to highlight some of it.
Well, like when I first, I always call you Flex. This is like y'all really get. This is my brother, okay? But
From another mother.
Exactly. No, but when I met Flex, he was already into the fitness with the bodybuilding and so forth, and then he's gone on and he's done powerlifting as well, which you all know that I've done for actually longer. I've done that longer than I have wrestling. But I can remember, and you can get mad at me all you want. I really don't care. I remember you when your like first job was selling cell phones, being a salesperson at like Sam's Club or some store or somewhere
Right.
selling phones. And look at you now. If this is a prime example of living your dream. I don't know what else is.
Yep.
But I remember that. And then when I met you, when you was wrestling, and I was just like, this is somebody that's going somewhere. And of course I latched on because I was like, I'm going to be a manager. I'm going to be I'm going to be a part of this right here because I saw success.
See, I thought I was latching on to you. See, because
You
because
moocher.
you, well, yeah, you know.
Whatever.
Follow where you were going.
So what I want you to highlight and talk about a little bit about your wrestling, your bodybuilding, and as well as your powerlifting, and what did you achieve or get out of all that to made you come forward to where you are today?
You know, well, it's funny because when I was little, I didn't.
You were little ones.
Yeah, I was little. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
you talking about like a kid little?
Believe it or not, I was
Yeah,
little.
Oh, okay,
Believe it or not,
okay.
believe it or not, I was
Was
a
you
boy.
little and still had them little?
No, oh God, no. Oh no. Big old comic book nerd, man.
Was you? Oh,
Oh yeah, big old comic
Yeah,
book
all
nerd.
right, my man, yeah.
I like it.
You got
And
something
listen,
to
let me tell you
come
something.
with
It's a great time to be a nerd right now, man. We're getting all the movies, all the TV shows. You roll right now, man.
I don't know nothing about
No,
that.
but,
But go ahead.
but when I was little, I was a bully kid. I mean, I used to get like smacked around at the bus stop all the time, man. And I used to delve into the world of comic books, and I would always want to look like and have the confidence of those comic book characters, like Batman, Green Lantern, Thor. So by the time I got to middle school, when I started to actually begin to touch the iron at the Boys and Girls Club in Hagerstown, Maryland, hi Jim Diener, I started to develop my body and to develop my confidence to the point to where, I got the respect from the boys on the block at that point, and, I wasn't really bullied ever again. Then I got into wrestling in high school and just began to get that discipline and began to get the work ethic and the physicality that actually helped get me into the world of professional wrestling, which was cool because at the time I'd watched for years. I grew up watching superstars on Saturday morning, watching, and I always like the bad guys. You Mr.
I was gonna
Perfect
say,
Kurt
who is your favorite?
Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, man. That
Yeah.
was my man. The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. I used to watch Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, their epic battles, man. And I mean, just they used to come to Hagerstown about twice a year at the fairgrounds, about twice a year, and I used to sneak in because I knew a secret route on how to get in through the back way. So I used to sneak in and watch the shows. One time I snuck in one time and I actually ran right into Virgil and Ted DiBiase.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. So I got a picture with those guys, man. Oh man, it was awesome. But when I finally got into professional wrestling and I finally got to get into the ring with some of these guys, man, it was talking about living your dream. I mean, it was amazing. That was incredible, especially when you were managing the tag team with me and Adian when we got into the ring with the Rock and Roll Express. Arguably, probably the greatest tag team in the history of professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. That was probably the scariest moment of my career, but also the greatest moment of my career because, we got into there with these two legends and we actually had a great match and to the point where they actually asked to work us again.
Yeah, that is true. They
good.
asked.
A few years later, they actually requested us, and that's probably the biggest compliment that we could have ever gotten was that these guys respected these young guys, that we earned their respect, and that was amazing.
And the team that he's talking about is Team FNA, which is still a very recognized name.
And
out
to
there.
this day, I
It
still
is.
get the
It
emails
is.
and
I do
messages
too.
about those days.
I do too. So I'm very proud. Those were days that I was very proud of. But let me tell you something. It wasn't all like he's saying, sweet dreams and cupcake and ice and everything. I did all the driving.
That's right. That's right.
I handled all the bookings.
That's right.
I mean, I had to do everything. But you know what? It was well worth it. It was truly well worth it because I did see success in that, and it was very successful.
Those were the best years of my career when I was traveling. I went through an Adian. Because it was at the point where I actually felt like I was growing as a wrestler because you guys know when you wrestle in the same pool for the longest time, it's hard to grow. When you finally get out of that pool and that's why, I don't get off on a tangent here, but that's why the business, in my opinion, is suffering because there's no territories. Because everyone wrestles the same guys now.
Yeah.
In the same small areas.
And you learn nothing that way.
And you learn nothing. And you only get so big. Even in WWE, in their training program, NXT, they wrestle the same people all the time. And that's where the territory system was so great because you got to go over here for a few months, you got to go down here for a few months, and it was just coming out of that when I got into it. But we still had the fortune of being able to wrestle up and down the East Coast and meet new guys and learn new things and take that back, and that was the best time of my life because we were going to different places almost like twice a month.
Twice a month? Where were you? It was every weekend. I know, because I filled the car with gas. I filled the car.
Listen, the chair shots, man, the memory's gone, right?
I wrote down all the mileage.
Out of here, yeah.
It was every weekend.
Great, but that was why I feel that we did so well because we got to wrestle new people every weekend.
Right.
We got to learn new things. We got to even teach new guys some stuff.
Right.
One thing that I felt like that I was that Eddie and I got to teach. Well, thanks to you, giving us advice on what we're doing. Was no one was really had a one thing that we were known for was our physical style, because no one was really wrestling the way we wrestled then.
Exactly.
I think that's what made us stand out back then because we had a physical style.
Right.
We worked snug. That's what we were taught to do. We worked snug. A lot of guys were not working really tight, but we brought that, and they were like, "Holy crap, who are these guys?" We're like, "That's normal for us. That's just how we were trained."
Oh, yeah.
And that's but no one was taught that, and I still feel to this day that no one is really taught to work snug anymore. Or
Right.
tight.
Now, what do you think about the slapping of the leg or the slapping of the
man,
arm when
come
you
on.
hit somebody? Does that just not want to make you? Well, I won't say pull your hair out. I guess.
This guy, he got hair jokes. This guy.
but no, it just amazes me because a lot of the wrestlers today just lost everything that the forefathers before them brought to the world of wrestling, and a lot of them just kind of kick it to the wayside. That they just a lot of times it just seems that they don't care anymore.
I mean,
they're just going through
everyone
the
knows.
motions.
Everyone knows. I always say everyone knows that it's not quote unquote real, but you don't have to wrestle that way. One thing that I respect about the Japanese strong style is that they treat it like it's a real sport. They treat it.
Right.
They treat it like it's a shoot. Even though everyone knows. I mean, come on, right? At this in day and age, we know, right? It's whatever. But you don't have to treat it that way.
Right.
And I think that is something that's kind of hurting the business now, is that you don't have that realism anymore. I'm not saying you have to have blood and guts every match, but if you watch Ultimate Fighting, you watch MMA, if you let somebody punch you in the face 10 times in a row, someone's getting opened up, right?
Yeah.
But we can go into the square circle and I can throw 58 punches, but no one gets a mark. And if I kick you in the face as hard as I can, and you don't go down and stay down, you, my friend, are superhuman, right?
Or John Cena.
Right, exactly. So I mean, it's the art of the sell. Something that that's something that you always taught us. You not only our manager, but you also I consider one of my best mentors I ever had in business, was that learn to sell, learn to learn when you should stay down, learn when you should register, learn when you should. I mean, just make the guy look like he just hit you with a sledgehammer, and that's lost today.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it
They
take
use
to
too
keep
many
the guy
finishing
down anymore?
moves during a match.
Yeah. What's it
I mean,
take?
how many times you see that? They use like 4 or 5 finishing maneuvers that back in the day would actually finish the match,
End of
that
the
they
match.
used during the match,
over.
and they
It
continue
meant something,
going.
now
I mean,
it doesn't.
come on.
I'm going to back up, since you talked about how you used to be bullied and so forth, and you've come such a long way. Did that bullying help you be who you are today and what you want to be today? And what is your advice to those people, adults even get bullied, and children that are going through what you went through? What is your advice to them?
Well, first and foremost, the first thing is that if you have a kid who's being bullied, you have to look at how is that kid vulnerable, and you have to try to empower that kid to keep those vulnerabilities not exposed. So the main thing is teach the kid how to stand up for himself. I mean, if he's physically weak, get him stronger. Get him involved in karate, build his confidence up. Get him involved in jiu-jitsu, or get him involved. Touch the weights, go to a sport, build the confidence. The main thing is that bullies look for blood, man. They look for any kind of weakness that they can expose, and they're gonna exploit it because they want power. But even if you stand up, you know what? You might get knocked down, but you stand up. You're showing that you're not weak, and they're gonna move on to the next kid. But that being said, it's different now than when I was little, because there's so many more outlets that kids can get bullied now. Social media, email, text. I mean, there's so many more ways that kids are getting abused, and it's sad. But parents have to pay attention to what's going on in the kids' lives.
Right.
Too many parents are just completely oblivious to what's going on in the kids' lives because they don't want to interfere. Guess what? It's your job to interfere in your kids' lives. Your kids don't have their own lives. They have the life that you give them, right? And I think parents have to own that part of it and take responsibility.
Yeah, just because the kids are at home with their phones and are on their phones talking to their friends, the parents still should check into, hey, what are you doing? What are you on? And stuff like that. But a lot of parents don't. They think, oh, the kid's in their house.
Hands off parenting.
And the kids are on their phone, and so they're safe, but a lot of times they're really not.
They're not
so the
safe.
Parents just need a little bit more.
And it's 24/7. With me, it was just the bus stop. Now it's, during school. Now it's after school. Now it's midnight. Now it's on the weekends. And, and you have to be aware of it, and you have to be able to say, listen, how are you dealing with this? Do you need me to get involved? What do you need from me? How can I help you?
Now you've gone from the wrestling and you're into the fitness. Now you also do motivational speaking. Is that correct too?
Oh, I speak as well as I can. I speak.
You tell?
Yeah.
I mean, we just got to sit here.
He's running the show. I mean, he's running the show, and I like that.
I like to talk to kids, man. I like to talk to young folks because a lot of these kids that I talk to, they don't have people at home that are guiding them in any way. They're kind of on their own. They kind of set their own compass, and a lot of times that compass leads them to the wrong company. And people who have their own selfish agendas and don't really care about what the outcome is for you. So I like to talk to these kids. Listen, look, what do you want to do? What's your dream space? What do you, who are you and who do you want to be? If that's who you want to be, work backwards. Let's figure out how to get you there. That's the key thing. And I didn't have a dad growing up, so I naturally gravitated towards a lot of male quote unquote role models who often weren't the right guy, because I was looking for that father that I didn't have. And I didn't realize this until later in life. I didn't realize that until I had lost both parents. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. I've been on the hunt all these years for this father figure, and I didn't know. So I was when I had my son, when I found out I was having a boy, I didn't realize just how uncomfortable I was with that, because, how do I know how to raise a kid? I didn't have a father. How do I be a father?
Right.
So that's when
Learning process, man.
It really is.
Well, that's a very good point right there. And I want to stop you right there because we're going to continue forward after we take this break. Give some kudos out there for the Cage of Dreams show. But very good viewpoints. Thank you for bringing those up.
Just hold on tight, man. We're gonna come on right
Sit
back. And when we
Hurry,
come back, we
he's
got
quiet.
more with Chad
Hurry.
Smith. Hopefully she won't body slam him during the break. So come on back, Cage of Dreams.
I'm JJ Dillon, the leader of the original Four Horsemen, proud holder of 2 Hall of Fame rings, and you're watching Cage of Dreams.
Hi, this is Catherine Jarman. I'm a massage therapist to the stars. You're watching Cage of Dreams.
Welcome back to the Cage of Dreams. It's me, Bad Boy Carnage,
Oh, so now you're
lovely
me?
Fantasia. Yeah,
Me?
it's you.
Me, and I'm you.
Fantasia, me, Carnage.
Okay, you, me, I'm you, and you
And this
are.
is him. It's him, Chad Smith.
Me, you, him.
And there was no power bombing going on, so he's still okay. Everybody's good, and we're just having a great time here with my buddy Chad. I haven't seen him in so long, man. It's great seeing you.
This
now.
guy doesn't age. It still the exact same as it did like 15 years ago when I first met him.
I appreciate
it's,
that,
It's
man.
disgusting.
Gotta stay young at heart.
Is that a compliment or not? I don't know what that is.
What kind of
It's
deal
kind of a
do you
haterish
make,
comment,
Right?
right? It's good.
I know.
It's all right. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Hey, whatever.
Hater.
It's all good,
Hashtag
man.
hater.
You're my man, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Anyway, we got Chad Smith on with us. We've been talking a little bit about wrestling, things he's been doing with his life. And we're going to talk about Fitness Revolution, man. You got on your shirt there. And tell us a little bit about, tell us a little bit, and the fans out there, a little bit about what
Did you bring me
Fitness
one?
Revolution is.
Did you
Yeah,
bring the host
you
and
don't see us.
co-host?
Yeah, you don't see us wearing
I
it.
brought
You don't know what's up with
Fantasia
that, man.
Fitness Revolution bikini, but she wouldn't wear it.
Oh, well, good thing you
Do
didn't
not
bring that
believe
for me.
anything.
Ratings through the roof.
Anything. Whatever.
Well, Fitness Revolution, we started this facility about a year ago back in Hagerstown, Maryland. Now, we were operating out of a couple of different facilities. Then we wanted a hub, we wanted a home where we could train our way and at the times that we wanted to, with the clientele that we wanted to. Because we were spread too thin, right? We were growing and we wanted to have a home of operations. So we got about a 3,000 square foot facility. Fortunately, we had space that was available from one of my clients who managed a building in the industrial district in Hagerstown, Maryland for a song. We got a great lease, and we have about 150 total members now. counting
150?
Our, yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh wow,
yeah.
that is awesome.
Counting our one-on-one clients, or small group clients, and our large group strength and conditioning clients. Now we operate out of a system called Fit Ranks. So it's levels 1 through 8. It's kind of like when you go into martial arts and you earn your belts. Mm-hmm. Well, here you earn your levels and you earn your place on the wall of achievement. So we have 8, count them 8, fitness level tests that we do once a month. You're invited to test. As you show proficiency in our strength and conditioning program, and then it's a great way for people to get outside themselves. So, I want to lose weight because, I want to look better. Okay, I mean, that's fine, but that's superficial. What's deeper? Let's lose weight now because you want to get better at performing in your workout so you can earn your way into a test, into a testing day, right? And it's a big deal. Every testing day, it's in a group format, and everyone is cheering for you. You know the feeling on lifting day.
Yeah.
When you go into a
Oh, yeah.
competition and everyone's behind
yeah.
you, and there's lots of high fives after you're done. That's the same atmosphere that we try to recreate at these testing days. Because if you think about it, the great majority of the population has never had that kind of event in their life. When you step out from behind that curtain, there's no feeling like it in the world.
That's right.
That's why all the old guys keep coming back, like The Rock and all those guys, because you can't recreate that feeling anywhere. And we try to give our clients that feeling of that community support and that achievement. So that's what we do.
Well, where can people tell the people out there where they can find you, and is there a website that they can
Man, you can
contact
find
or
us
whatever?
everywhere on social media, man. We're on Instagram. Just type Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is FR Hagerstown. So whatever it is, /FR Hagerstown. And you'll find us. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Or you go right to our website, frhagerstown.com.
Well, I've seen a lot of the amazing work that you've done there, because I've seen the progress reports of some of the people that you post before and after and the during pictures, and it truly is amazing. And to me, I think that your place is more of a place of a comfort zone to go to. Most places, what I've experienced with other individuals, mostly women, is that they don't want to go to this gym where there's already people that are already fit and working out and everything. And I have people come up to me and they'll ask me, it's like, how did you get to be that size and do all that and everything? It didn't happen overnight, trust me. But I had to find comfort in myself and a place where I could go and work out and be around people that I could be comfortable with, because that was just
That's
me.
the core, was that we wanted this to be, everyone's got a third place. We want this to be your third place. So,
Right.
you have work, you have home, and we wanted you to come to FR, make new friends. We encourage client outings to get together, go hang out. Right? And we even build events in so we can get together and we can hang out. Like today, I drove here from Habitat for Humanity build, where about 20 of our members came to a house that was severely damaged in the floods in Clear Spring, Maryland, to the point to where they had lost most of their house, they lost their dog, and almost the entire sub-level of their home was submerged, including some of their second level also. So they physically had to rebuild their house almost from the ground up.
So you and your group from your facility went to this house?
We went and we helped.
that's awesome.
We helped to.
Well, then you're forgiven for being late today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You should have told me that when you walked in the door, and I wouldn't have jumped on you. Then it'd be like, okay, it's cool.
Seems like I didn't have any T-shirts for us, so you
Yeah.
could at least said that and would have smoothed it over a little bit.
But anyway, but that's
Yeah.
great. I mean, because you're doing a lot, giving back to your community,
That's huge for us.
even through your facility there. So, I mean, it's tremendous. I don't know if you've been following it, but I have from
Yeah.
day one, and it's been
I
awesome.
see all the pictures that are being posted and everything. It's just
Well, the good news is that we've been very fortunate. We've got a very loyal member base. They're awesome. We just got done construction on about another 3,000 square foot facility upgrade. We
Oh,
built
wow.
a group exercise studio. We built a yoga studio. We have showers now, a kids care area, and a massage room. So if you know,
Hey!
you know any massage therapists?
Yeah, we do. We had one on the show not too long ago. Yeah, we had one. We had Catherine Jarman was on our
Yeah,
show.
rumor has it.
Yeah.
Right? You have,
We had
massage
one.
therapist to the stars.
That's right. We got one, man. We can get y'all hooked up together, man. And
Exactly.
do some stuff, man. That'd be
I
cool.
like it.
Well, you got to do a pose. You got to, a bicep.
Yeah, at least throw one
You
for the
gotta
crowd
throw
out there.
it.
Yeah, watching us.
Let me do macho style.
Oh.
There you go. See that?
You want to
That's
do
what you can do. No.
No. Oh, you don't want to do a Ric Flair one?
You can't compete with that. 'Cause mine probably does look like Ric Flair now, so we won't have any of that. But we all want to thank everyone, man. It was great having you
Hey,
on, bro.
anytime, my friend, anytime.
Make sure you check this man out. You know,
Absolutely.
anything to do with fitness and all, this is the man. Make sure you check it out. If you're anywhere in the Hagerstown area, just look him up.
Social
man.
media,
Go there.
we're available,
Yeah.
online, questions, whatever, man. Questions are free. All right, go anywhere and just type in FR Hagerstown and you'll find us. I guarantee it.
Just don't
Excellent.
call him on the phone, because you'll never get him off the phone.
That's right, yeah. We appreciate Chad being on. Lovely Fantasia with me as always. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And like I always say, don't just live your life, live your dream. Peace out.